Good morning. Finished another one. If you're not into photography, I very much am. You can skip the end of this one because it's mostly old cameras that I'm doing. But the first 65-70% is audio. So that is business as usual. For most of you, enjoy this audio speed test that I recorded between Christmas and New Year of last year. It is now February 28th. It's a leap year, so we actually have an extra day tomorrow. But this is about 2 months ago, and yeah, it's a random assortment of variably crappy audio and some old cameras. Enjoy. An hour has passed because I couldn't stop listening to those Lenkos. So good. Anyway, here's one of my least favorite brands, Marantz. But I generally like their cheap stuff. It's pretty good. Not so much the speakers, but definitely the amplifiers and cassette decks and such are usually pretty good value for money. And then you get the upmarket Marantz, and then just like, guys, just buy something of a real audio brand and not, you know, something you buy at your average shop. Get some AccuPhase, so I don't know, Luxman, whatever. This was kind of cool because it came as a complete set, the speakers and the amplifier. It was at a thrift shop, and my friend Maurice brought it home for me. And let's see how it sounds. I expect the speakers to be terrible and the rest to be pretty good. This is really annoying. Here are the speaker terminals that you need a screwdriver for, or spades. I should have spades somewhere. These speakers look and feel like they're gonna sound absolutely horrible. One way to find out, I guess, but they're the HD360, and I think they belong with the little stereo, a little amplifier receiver thingy. Normally I wouldn't buy these, but they were 12.5 euros, and I kind of like having the rig complete. So let me show you what they look like. I think this comes off right. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so you can Google them, but they have very cheap paper cones. Nothing wrong with paper cones, but these look particularly cheap. And yeah, just, yeah, light crap, but well. I think that's it. We should have sound now. Can't turn the volume down because it's tiny little buttons. So I hope it's not too loud. Speakers on. That's ugly. Okay. Can you stop? Oh, okay. It's not left, right. It's up, down. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down because music rights. That is even worse than I expected. The amplifier though is kind of cute. Let me find something that isn't music. 104.8 should be news radio. So you got your balance here, and you have a muting with a little red. You see, yeah, a little red arrow. Your inputs, does phono work? Let's listen. Yeah, we have phono preamplifier noise. You have a little indicator here, also little for your volume. How far does it go? There you go, that's all the way up. Very scary. Tape monitoring.
Programma's
works.
Zoals het chat.
And video aux, and you have your speaker on-off.
Niet getest. Weet wat de oplossing doen aan de prijsregels. Weet niet hoe.
Bit scratchy, but nothing major. Auto scan, does that work well? Let's see. Oh. Okay, how does auto scan work? Okay. It receives very well, must be said. It thinks everything is a channel. Shit music. Remote eye, it says here. Oh, we got a remote eye. That's amazing. Did it remember its channels? It actually did. Wow, not bad. Let's get a source. Let's go royalty free. But this is a new computer, or actually an old computer. I had an iMac here, but I thought it was a bit too sensitive. And I didn't want to ruin the iMac, so I figured I should probably put a simple, older Windows PC. Because it's a big slab of glass, and I wouldn't want to, yeah. Yep, okay, it does go off, and this one goes on CD, and we should have royalty-free music then. Oh. It is a bit scratchy. That's 2-bit scratchy. It's a speaker switch. These are the worst large-ish speakers I've ever heard. I think we can equalize them though. are so bad. Actually impressive. Normally I would leave those speakers up for testing purposes, but I actually don't want to listen to them anymore. Here's a Sony amplifier for the weird price of €13.12. Or is that the date? Well, it says Euro 13.12, so okay. You can't really see them, but there's little Sansui testing speakers up here. They once belonged to a little mini stereo, but they're way better than the stereo. So I use them as testing speakers here, little full range things. There's actually a video of them in my speakers speaking for themselves playlist. You can find them there. I don't know the model number, but if you just look for the Sansuis, you'll find them. And these amplifiers have never let me down. Usually this one's a bit wonky. Even that is fine, okay. There we go. Yeah, phone input works fine. These just work. Nothing exciting, but they always work and they look kind of cool, so generally kind of nice. I don't like dual record players anyway, especially except for the really old one, the what's it called, the 1019. I like that one, but generally I don't like the brand. But it's a bit sad that this one, first of all, what the hell has happened here? That's not supposed to be with this record player in any way, shape or form, is it? Or is the whole back missing? No, there's supposed to be plastic here. Okay, so that's one thing. And that button's missing, so I'm just gonna test it, but it's already a lost case. Lost cause. Basket case. It does run. Whatever speed this is, we're gonna listen to 10 years after on this speed. Do we have a stylus? I think we do. Oh, the whole cartridge is coming apart, but I got a good smoke for you, Captain. Yeah, lovely. That's very broken. Jeez. Hey, the start works, so the cartridge is coming apart. These tend to do that, but you can usually click them back together like so. Like so. Oh. Well. Oh, it smells of something's gonna smoke soon. Probably spark killer. Can we get it to work again? Oh, there it goes. Oh, and it stops again. Yeah, it's fucked. This is gonna be parts bin because you do want to get the cartridge, and you do want to get the little belt for the pitch control that's always broken. This one isn't, so that's not always then, I guess. I need a very tiny screwdriver to get that off. My fix-it kit to the rescue. There we are. There's the cartridge. We can just glue this back together and it should be perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the card, probably. Although that may be the reason it's buzzing, but these usually do work. Do we keep the counterweight? No, we don't. I just want to have the pitch belt. It means it needs to come apart quite far, unfortunately. Under the... Yes, it does. Even this is unnecessarily complicated, but there we are. We've got a belt. Is there some way I can dislodge it here without... Can we? Gotcha. So you can actually do that. Now this one's in pretty good shape, but as you see, it's a tooth belt, and these stupid belts fetch like 25 euros on eBay. Makes absolutely no sense. Now we have no pitch control, but there you go. So dual does not dual. It is gonna go literally on the street in this case, because people pick that stuff up here, I found, and that's kind of cool actually. I was actually looking for a stylus for one of these, but then I found the entire thing for the price of a stylus, so I figured, yeah, no, may as well grab the whole thing. Downside of these Sony amplifiers, by the way, they do have a ground connector, or a ground thingy, but you need a screwdriver for it, which I think is a bit, well, save them some money probably. These are actually perfectly okay record players that can be had for virtually no money, and especially the non-automatic ones, or the half-automatic ones, are pretty reliable too. So this one's in pretty rough shape. By the way, the Dual we just saw, that's from the same source as the beat-up Lenkos. This one isn't. This is from a thrift shop. Oh my god, that's tight. That's actually a bad idea, folks. Don't do that. Look at how curled it now is. It's a bit much. I'm so sure someone took pride in making that look tidy, but I'm not a fan. Yep, 2 channels, 2 speeds. Queuing, always a bit blunt with these. That should be dampened, but well. And then we should have auto shut off. There we go. This needs a thorough clean, but these just work. They're perfectly okay. Has the GP330 cartridge, which is not that bad. Nothing exciting either, of course. Because this is not supposed to be grey at all. It's supposed to be black. I wonder what happened to this. Back. It's actually useful. So many people get the thing the wrong way around. It really annoys me. Original adapter. You can adjust the counterweight, but there's actually no way of knowing how heavy it is, which I always think is weird. So I'm just gonna measure it. But this one's fine. This one's just fine, and it looks pretty good too, except for all the dirt. So, oops, he says. So we should be. It should be an easy job getting this one to be in better shape. And then also from the pile of the Lenkos. Speaking of things that virtually always work, these Sonys. This is the PS-LX5 or 4. It's the 5. Virtually always work, these. Actually, really good sounding record players as well. All of these Sonys with this kind of arm, if you're looking for something cheap and cheerful, I recommend. I bet you this one works despite the stated tin, because it is in a horrible shape. Well, that's going to be a bit too low. Not going to bother setting it up because the stylus is dead anyway. It's all bent. Please go down. Oh. Let's try this again. No! Is the lift broken? I cannot imagine. I think I just realized it's a record player. And I just also realized why it wouldn't play properly. Yeah, that's your problem. So this has sensors. You need to actually have the mat on correctly. I should have known that. Give me a sec. No, that's not it. That's it. Now it's correct. Now it should just work. Let's see. Start. And muting. Great. Yep. And the shape it's in is just... Again, the stylus is broken. Stylus is very broken. I'm surprised it produces sound at all, because it's literally in there at a massive angle and you can't get it out because of how dirty everything is. Can I rotate this a bit without breaking it? No, not rotate it the other way. Yeah, that's messed up. We should be able to get it to sound somewhat reasonable for a bit though. But, okay. And it's gone. Works fine though. It's fine. It's just, wow, this is gross. Okay, you know what? I feel so sorry for this poor Sony that I'm going to give it a quick clean before I continue with the last bit of this pile. I can't deal with how it looks. Quickly cleaning a record player is not that hard. Yes, this is something you can do. Make sure you unplug it. Make sure you let it dry afterwards. And it's going to be just fine if you get it a little bit wet. And then you get a brush. Because this stuff, it's kitchen cleaner. You can't use it on everything. You need like a metal amplifier from the 70s with black text on it. It's just going to fall off. But generally with slightly later machinery, it's just fine to do this. Do you see how brown the foam is? Oh my goodness, it's yellow. As you can see, out from underneath all of the crap, there is an actual silver record player. Just get the worst off here. Also because it will start smelling when it warms up a bit. Now, a record player doesn't get too warm, but if you put it near an amplifier or so, don't put it on top of it, please. That's gonna smell bad. Here's the 5-minute clean before and after. And then there is a last but not least, but let me first clean this table. So we have a clean, at least clean-ish surface to work on. Because I don't want to, yeah. This is the kind of stuff that falls apart if you only so much as glare at it. I just use it as napkins actually, but it's all I have right now, so we may as well. Here we go. Oh, okay, I still need to vacuum in case you wonder why I throw everything on the floor, no worries. I have a little Roomba and it's gonna have a hard time today. This is one way to put stuff in a store. You just tie wrap the camera to the box. I got a few cheap cameras. Let's give them a quick test and maybe I can share the photos in the video if they work. Compact flash, okay, what kind of battery? Oh, pen lights, okay. I've got 4 IKEA Ladas and I'm gonna put them in this rather awesome looking Minolta Dimage 5. Everything about this camera just says, well, first of all, 2002, but also expensive. That is not a cheap camera. It was for me, it cost me €5. I was just curious about it. They may be broken, I don't know if these get tested. Well, it turns on. Oh, well, there you go. There you go, that just works. Shall I, Well, it needs to be a card, of course, first. Although these usually have some sort of built-in storage, which can be fun because often there's something on it. Let me see. No card. Okay, it doesn't then. Can it deal with a 4 gig card though? That's quite the menu. This is not a cheap camera. Format, unable to use card. Okay, it needs a smaller card. It can't deal with the 4 gigs, which was to be expected. Genuinely impressed with how quickly I found that. These are all my old cards. Yeah, it should be fine with 128 megs for sure. How does the zoom work? Oh, that's nice, it's physical. Still quite zoomed in. We're gonna take a photo of these cameras. Card error, I know. And it crashed. And it's in setup again. This one's broken. That's a pity because it's kind of a cool camera. Especially since sort of semi-digital, but also has manual focusing ring and a zoom ring. This could be kind of a cool one to take photos with, but it obviously won't. So let's move on to the next one, which is this Ricoh. 2.3 whole megapixels, and it has a LCD protector, which I genuinely think is a pretty good idea. Card error. This is a theme today. What kind of card are we Oh! Smart media. 2 whole megabytes. Wow, even back then that wasn't a lot. That's a menu, look at that. How cute is that? How does this work? Okay. The POF secret, ooh. Well, I hope you can handle 64 megabytes. That's an upgrade. This one appears wonky, or it is the camera, of course, because that seems to be a theme today. Oh, format, okay, no card error. Format memory card, format internal memory. It is internal memory, love that. It's like an old VCR. I love it. That's the best screen. It's a really cool camera anyway. It's got a 80-24mm 3.2 to 3.7 lens, so it could be worse. 2.3 megapixels. It's the Ricoh RDC 5300. Yeah, there we are. We got an image. Hello. Set date time. I'm cool without that. Thank you very much. 900 by 600. Let's do this. Let's actually turn the flash on again, by the way. But then it's actually blinking at me because the flash is still loading. Well, if that's the case, then we may as well do a selfie, shouldn't we? Ooh, it's not very ergonomic like that, but oh, that was let me see. Is the photo gonna show? No, it doesn't. But what if I set it to play? Recording, it says still. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It be me! It just be me. Okay, I'm gonna actually set the quality a little higher because I think it can do that, because this is a pretty serious camera actually. You have a lot of manual settings for this kind of camera. Same as last time, but now in high quality. Hey! Oh, I'm not sure what kind of face I pulled there. That may be horrendous, but let's see. No one's prepared for this. Okay, this one works just fine. How about this Sony? What kind of batteries does it take? Memory stick duo, okay, I hope there's one in there. There is not, I should have some. And then also pen lights. Power. I'm okay with this date, whatever it is. It's 2006, ladies and gentlemen. We have an image. Okay, oh, I actually touched the menu there. Oh, there's photos on it. That's a thrift shop actually, probably. Funny. Old cards. No, that's not a thrift shop, or is it? I think people tried it in the store. Here's a guy digging through a box. I don't know this guy, I'm not affiliated. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Photo of the Pentax. Photo of the me and the you. Are you on there? Are you watching? Here we go. Oh, I should take one while I actually don't talk. What's in the box? Let it be $1 million. Oh, comes with crap. A lens hood. A carrying strap. A USB cable. Good. Then we don't need a memory card. That's actually useful because those are not standard USB cables. That one is not going to go anywhere. Ooh, it also does video. Let me do this. Moving images. Oh, we're recording. We are. Well, we've got the DJI Osmo and we've got the Sony DSC-H2. Which one looks better? We're about to find out. So that's the Sony, and then we have two analog cameras, which obviously I can't test properly now, but I want to see what they do. This is a Olympus AZ300 Super Zoom, and I've had one of these before. They're actually really nice cameras. Take CL123 batteries. Ooh, I hope I have those. I think I do. I do. They're not new, but if they work, they work. Is this not the right kind of battery? CL123. This is CL123, isn't it? Why doesn't it say it on there anywhere? Oh, here we go. Yeah. No, this should fit. Because people have figured out they're actually kind of nice to work with. And not that expensive. So they went up in price. Because that's how it goes. Quite a lot of it as well. Works, it says on the sticker. Sure. I'm sure you tested it with film. I am sure you did. Does not matter. Let's take a photo. It doesn't because there's no film in it. That's a pity, isn't it? Oh, it does. Cool. And it blinks because it says there's no film in it, but it does completely work. Autofocus works, flash works, and the film transport seems to work, so that's pretty awesome. I actually need this one because a friend of mine got shipped one of these, and it broke, literally broke, even though it was packed perfectly, so I don't know how mail does that these days. So if this one at least somewhat works, we should be good. This takes LR44 batteries. Do we have any in here that are used? Yeah, they have charge. Okay. What's plus? It does power on. It says 1 because it doesn't see any light. Should have a lens for this somewhere. Actually, yes, of course this will fit because it's the same camera. I have one too. These are great. I really like the P30. That's a P30, this is a P30T. I have no idea what the difference is, but it's slightly different apparently. There we are, we have a lens. Okay. We now see shutter speed, so that all works. Actually, everything seems to work except for that. Light meter works. Why wouldn't you work? Because this doesn't work for some reason. That's a weird defect to have. Let me check just to make sure that that's not by design. I don't think it is because I've obviously used these cameras before, but it's some time ago. Aha, there we are, okay. So it is indeed not by design. It's supposed to just work as such. Pity that so many of the cameras are broken, did not expect that, but I am having fun with that little Ricoh. I will definitely take that out someday. Let's see if I can get the photos of the cameras and put them in this video, in the edit, you'll see. And that was it for now. It is now 6 o'clock. I'm going to tidy up, have dinner, and edit video. And this one had the exact right amount of footage to end exactly where this video is ending, so that's good. It's another 50 minutes-ish, 24, video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you next Friday.